Hi Yun, my name is Daphne. Thank you for sending in your essay for correction. I'm going to have a look at your task 2 for you. Noted you've taken TOEFL, writing and speaking. Yes, that's so hard, that's what everyone says. You need 7.5 overall. Okay, that's an incredibly high score, especially when you haven't done IELTS before. It is a difficult exam. It is different from the TOEFL. It's a different style of writing. We want an academic style of writing. The most important thing looking at the structure is that I want 4 paragraphs. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 paragraphs. Wow. I want 4 paragraphs. That's it. I want a really good intro. Then I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to put some planning in here. Always recommend you do some planning before you start your writing. So some people who've been in prison become good citizens later. Not all of them, some of them. And it's often argued they're the best to talk to teenagers about the dangers of committing crime. Sorry, I'm going to do that in a different colour actually. Some argue they're the best. To what extent do you agree or disagree? So here I would be writing, are these the best people? And here I'm going to be thinking of, who else could be good? Maybe teachers, maybe the police, who else? And I want to do my planning in here. And one paragraph is going to be, yeah, they're the best. And the other one is, no, maybe not. Maybe that could be dangerous. And who else might be good? And it's an opinion essay, so I need to have my opinion in the intro. So some people who spent their time in prison and become, past tense there, exemplary persons should be the best to share their experience about the dangers of committing a crime with teenagers for the following reason. Okay. Now you're paraphrasing, which is good, but we're not should be. It's suggested. So some people have been suggested as the most appropriate. I'm going to change the best. Okay, rather than the best. So some people, but let's think about this vocab. Your people, who are these people? Former criminals, and the best people. Okay, change that one. The most appropriate guides, maybe, or mentors. This is all about vocabulary. You need to really think about the vocabulary that you're going to use. Don't just use people. It's way too general. To share their experiences about the dangers of committing a crime. Watch out here. You've got the same words as the text. You don't want to use the same words as the question. You need to use your own words. And rather than that, it might be better to go because, in my opinion, and give me an indication of where you're going. So either you think it's great or you don't think it's great. I'm judging you, you think it's great. But you need to give me a little bit more in that intro. It's an opinion essay. So now I want this good paragraph on why. So first, this system could work well. You're making a suggestion. It's not would, it's just more tentative. Could work well because sharing stories based on reality would be persuasive to children not to commit a crime. Yes. Now, you've used a personal example. In IELTS, we never use personal examples. So what we teach you on the course is to take your idea, which is great, and your experience, which is great, depersonalize it and get it into something much more general. So this is something that Ben covers, a whole module on this in the course. It's really important. So you've written, when I was 18, my classroom teacher showed us a video of where a driver was interviewed, or where a driver who caused a terrible accident was interviewed. The film was so impressive, and I strongly remembered, even when I took the driving test a year later. Okay, but what happened to that driver? He went to prison. So you need to explain what happened to him. A little bit more detail on that one. But take this and depersonalize it. So I think you need one more sentence here. So why is it good? Because effective storytelling can be important. Then, for example, recent school reports have shown that when teenagers are shown videos about this, they drive more carefully or something like that. So don't talk about it, don't make it about you, but take the idea and depersonalize it. And then this should be part of the same paragraph. So secondly, or I'd actually go additionally, I wouldn't go first. I take that out. You need high-level linking words. So I take out first, second. I go additionally, this experience could be precious to teenagers because for good citizens, this is a good opportunity to know why the person rushed to the crime, maybe not rushed to the crime, committed the crime, and think over how the same results could be avoided, passive tense. And you don't want the same example again. You want something like deterrence has long been seen as an important part of education, etc., etc. So this idea of you don't want them to do the crime in the first place. Oh, sorry, my spelling. Still my spelling. What's happening? There we go. So I would restructure that paragraph. So again, on the course, Ben tells you exactly how to structure the paragraph to get a good, meaningful paragraph. You don't want to repeat it. Here you want to come in, however, although this kind of lecture may be helpful, yeah, and then this bit to some extent, it might be harmful. Okay, so that's good. So then come into here, the same paragraph. Yeah, but I wouldn't go first, second again because that's rather repetitive structure, isn't it? There's a risk that teenagers might feel that even if they commit a crime, after all, they would be excused. Okay, why? Because they're young, because the crime's not serious. Why? So take that out, because we've had enough storytelling now. We need to move on now. If this principle would work adversely, teenagers could feel. Okay, you said that, so don't repeat that again. So build on that why. Secondly, teenagers might be negatively affected by what the ex-person did. Yeah, good, because like trauma or scared. Culprits. Oh, okay, interesting. Influence, that's the word you want. Influenced by what they did. This is a very good point to make. Push that point. Culprits who commit serious crime, we don't talk about huge crime, we talk about serious crime, are more likely to have, maybe not opt is a choice, are more likely to have charisma to control people. Yes, okay, they might be, so tell me what might happen. They might be tempted to do crime. You don't want to repeat what you've just said there. So a lot of this, I think, you've got some good ideas, you've understood the question, okay. A lot of this is understanding how IELTS works, and for me that needs a lot of time. It is really, really worth having a look at Ben's course, all his little videos on exactly how to get this essay in the right shape. Once you've got the essay in the right shape, then you can start building on your vocab and your grammar skills. So to some extent I agree, are suitable to tell students of the danger of committing a crime, although I would suggest caution, because you are being a bit cautious, so I think that you need to kind of put that at the end there. Okay, so I just add that in at the end. So lots of good stuff, but I think given you need quite a high band score, I think there's a bit of work to do. So check out the course, check out what we offer, and be very happy to help you. But good luck on Sunday anyway.